About, I think, 5.5 years ago, in the city of Petach Tikva, it was, I think, Thursday, just before Parashat Lech Lecha. A father gets a phone call. He picks up the phone, and they say to him, your son was in a terrible car accident. You should run to the Beilinson Hospital, that's the name of the hospital in Petach Tikva. So he runs over there, and the situation is very bad. His son is in bad shape. He suffered a major injury to his head, and the doctors tell him there's only one doctor in Israel who can perform the surgery on your son, but he doesn't work in our hospital. So we're trying to reach him and we can't. You have connections, maybe you make some phone calls, you try to reach this doctor. And this guy, in fact, has some connections, and he picks up the phone, he calls all kinds of people, and he gets the private cell phone number of this doctor. And he calls him and he says, doctor, this is the situation. They're saying you're the only doctor who can perform the surgery. Can you please come over here and do this operation? And the doctor says, yes, as soon as I'm done what I'm doing now, I'll be over there. And the father is so happy. He says to him, thank you so much. He hangs up the phone. Half an hour, an hour and a half. Doctor is not there. He picks up the phone again. Doctor, are you coming? The doctors are saying he's between life and death. They're not sure that he's going to make it. And the doctor says, yes, as soon as I'm done, I'll be over there. He says, thank you so much, but doctor, please hurry up. He says, sure. And he hangs up. 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours, 3.5 hours, 4 hours, and the doctor is still not there. The father picks up the phone, calls the doctor. Doctor, are you coming? I don't know how long my son has. He's between life and death. Please. And the doctor says, yes, I'll come over there as soon as I'm done. He hangs up. 4.5 hours, 5 hours, 5.5 hours. After 6 hours, finally, the doctor arrives. He parks his car right at the entrance to the hospital. He walks in, doesn't say hello, not to the doctors, not to the nurses, not to the staff, not to the father. And he walks directly into the operating room, performs the surgery, and then he walks out. Now, what does a normal doctor do when he finishes the surgery? He goes to the family and speaks to them and tells them what happened. This doctor walks out. Doesn't say goodbye to the doctors, not to the staff, not to the nurses, and he walks right, passes by the father. And at this point, the father was fuming. So as he passed him, the father says to him, doctor, if this was your son, would you delay 6 hours as well? And the doctor doesn't even look back at him. Continues walking. Goes into his car, drives away. And the father was so upset, but only for a few hours. Because after a few hours, he found out that same morning, the doctor's son was also in a car accident in a different place, and he didn't make it. He died. And the first and second phone calls that he made was when the doctor was actually planning the funeral for his only son. The third call was during the funeral of the doctor's son. And now we understand why he didn't say hello, because a mourner can't say hello to people. And instead of going home and sitting Shiva for his only son, he actually came to the hospital to perform a surgery. How careful we have to be, how we use our mouth. And not to judge favorably, just not to judge. Who asked us to judge? Don't judge.